Let's move on to another important story, Mark. This I care about. Right?
Oh, you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. So, Bloody Disgusting, who they did the scoop. They told us about Halloween coming over to Blumhouse. They just did Scream, going over to Spyglass with the new movie there. So Wes Craven's estate is now finally getting pitches ready to get a new Nightmare on Elm Street going. So that's the extent of the article, but it just means that Nightmare on Elm Street is probably going to be back. It's too much of a IP. Recognizable IP. Obviously, Freddy Krueger, one of the most iconic horror slashers maybe ever, is we're going to get a new movie. We don't know where, when, if it's going to be a continuation from the old series, a reboot, totally new. What do you think? Would you want to... Here's the question. Do we do what we've been doing now? Because Fede Alvarez is going to do a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Right. We don't know. We hear it might take place after the first movie. That's what seems to be a lot of things happening right now. Halloween did the same thing. I wonder where Scream will land. Should we do this like taking place after Dream Warriors, because that's a great Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. Yes, it is. So you can't forget Dream Warriors.
No.
Or do you just pick up right after Part 1? Or do you reboot it? Or do you just do a movie and just bring Robert Englund in and just forget and just don't even worry about it and just go?
Well, that was going to be my question. Do we know that if Robert's attached at all?
No, Robert Englund.
Because he should be. I mean,
that's what
I think
a lot of the
he
fans
needs to
were
come
asking.
back, especially after that reboot with Jackie Earle Haley. Did you guys see that?
No. How scary is Krueger going to be as a septuagenarian?
Yeah.
Slow down. Slow down.
Exactly.
I'll get you. Slow down. Just in the wheelchair.
Yeah, just slowly coming back.
Well, maybe if he haunts like a
Who do you want to direct?
Well, if we're going horror, my first thought is always Jordan Peele right now because I think somebody like that loves the genre but is modernizing it as well would be great. We also, who else was I thinking about?
For what?
For Nightmare. Like, who would you want to direct?
John Cena.
That makes sense.
Always the first choice.
I mean, to be honest, I wish Fede Alvarez went over to Nightmare on Elm Street instead of Texas Chainsaw. Because I just loved his Evil Dead and his Don't Breathe.
I mean, would you want to see Sam Raimi do something with it?
Yeah,
that'd be
pretty cool too.
That'd be pretty cool.
Sam
Maybe
Raimi
get a
would be
way
great.
bloodier Freddy Krueger. That'd be fucking awesome, actually.
Do
you guys horror fans?
Sure. It's good horror.
Yeah, if it's good, I'll watch it. But I don't watch just anything.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, but you did grow up on Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I watched them all as good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because the first one is one of my favorites of all time.
Okay, I haven't seen it in years. I don't go back to revisit.
It's a bit cheesy.
I've seen most of the.
It is.
It's a bit cheesy, but it's nostalgia.
Sure.
But it's meant to be cheesy, though.
Right. It's certainly right. To me, it's like Halloween, Nightmare, and then way at the bottom is Friday the 13th, like way down there.
Yeah, I would say Halloween, and then I don't know where we're going, floating, and then we hit upon some of those. Halloween to me is clear. It works. It still works. You don't need to remake it. The others are just like, they're of a time on some level.
Yeah, they are.
But Freddy is great. And I watched actually Freddy vs. Jason the other night again. Hadn't seen it in forever. Randomly was on. It was 11 o'clock at night. Fuck it. I'll just put it on. And I just sat and watched it. I enjoyed Monica Keena, by the way.
Yeah.
I thought Monica Keena was going to do something after that film and be kind of big. Never happened. So it's a shame.
She should come back.
I'd love to see her come back. But if we're going to do this, you asked the question. Lee Winnell would be interesting to direct Nightmare on Elm Street. On the heels of what we saw from that Invisible Man trailer. Kind of exciting.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Tim Blake Nelson do Freddy Krueger.
That's interesting.
That's a
What did
good
he
call,
do?
man.
He's
in Watchmen right now.
Looking Glass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I mean, remember
That's a good call, man.
When Krueger got
that'd be so
it,
cool.
or I'm sorry, when Robert Englund got it, he was in his late 30s, I think, and so it's like it doesn't have to be a young guy.
No.
I think he was in his late 30s.
No, I mean the whole point is that he's kind of like a creepy older dude
Yeah.
that's haunting kids, right? That's hunting teenagers.
But he's going to be under makeup, so it's like the age thing we could kind of get away with.
You get somebody young. Like, what if somebody reboots it and makes it like sexy Freddy Krueger and there's like
Zac
Timothy
Efron.
Chalamet or something?
Thirsty Freddy. Oh, I'm thirsty for Freddy.
See you in your dreams.
Haley Fouch wherever Haley Fouch is right now, she just perked up. Wherever Haley Fouch is.
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet is Freddy.
No.
Yeah.
Is she really into him?
Oh, she loves Chalamet.
I mean,
Yeah.
Chalameow.
Chalameow.
Yeah, I get it.
I have a director for you that I know you want for this. Jeremy Saulnier. for
Green Room.
Green Room
okay.
director.
Good
That'd
point.
be so
That would
cool.
be. It just kind of occurred to me. I was like, ooh, I would love to see that because I think you need a director like that
Right.
to come in and just do something different.
Yes, for sure.
To
He's
really,
an excellent choice.
Yeah, to just have a look, to have a feel, to just get a little. I mean, because Green Room is brutal. I
It
mean,
really is.
it is brutal, and I would love to see that in the dream world. And then, if we know the rules of Nightmare on Elm Street, it can travel outside of the dream realm. What would that be like?
Yeah, I mean,
So,
what he
What
got,
about-
we obviously Sir Patrick Stewart is a great actor already, but in that movie, like what Jeremy got him to do as an actor, like he's amazing in it. He's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, he is.
Who did Overlord?
Oh, that's a good one too.
I think
Because
that's
that's a blend of grounded real world and then fantasy. So you could
that's
do
a good
the-
call. I
Ben
think
Bateman might know.
Avery. Oh shit! You son of a bitch. Yeah.
Oh, is that his teammate? It
That
took me
was-
like two.
Julius
2 seconds.
Avery, yeah. I knew it was Avery. I couldn't remember. Yeah, thank you for that, you son of a bitch. I sat next to him going,
I did. I know.
Aw, that's
For
so
what
sad.
question?
That's a great choice, though.
it was who directed Overlord in a question in the Chicago
Good pull then. Good for you.
live event.
While we're talking, Cody, can you please open up the phone line since it's 10:30? So we want to talk to some of our
yeah.
audience out there and see what they think about Julia Roberts as Harriet Tubman. So
Why?
What if you had Patrick Stewart as Freddy Krueger?
that's what I was just thinking
Whereas-
because of Jeremy Saulnier directed him in Green Room.
Thank
That
God. yeah.
have that kind of menace though. It's a specific.
Patrick Stewart.
He can do anything, Matt.
I'm not saying he
Anything.
can't, but it's Krueger is kind of a singular.
Yeah.
His I don't know. His cutting wit is just as important as the physical like the manifestation of who he is when he materializes in your dreams.
Well,
Right.
let me ask you this: if we went back to Nightmare on Elm Street, would we want? I mean, a lot of people said England. Let's get back England, but I would want to go back to that Nightmare on Elm Street feel where he's less the making quips as he cuts you in your face,
Aw.
and just no, seriously, and make it the entity, this darkness, these the long arms stretching out,
Right.
truly nightmare.
So go back to the original where
Go back
he
to
was
the basics.
scarier, as opposed to like where I still love what Robert Englund did. That he started making more comedic performances
love
later
it
on
too.
and campy. Especially that's how we got Freddy vs. Jason, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
So
but-
which I wouldn't mind seeing again. Like
There- There's a balance,
reboot.
right?
Yeah.
There's a balance with it. He started to go there in Dream Warriors.
Right.
Welcome to prime time, bitch. And he's
Yeah.
a TV. And he,
Great scene.
it's a great scene. But if you pull it back just a smidge, like to Nightmare on Elm Street, he's screwing with his victims. He's like, hey, watch this. And he cuts off his hands. It's like stuff like that
Yeah.
I dug more than the when we got to Dream Child,
Right.
or
Yeah.
where it's just weirdness. So there's a balance there.
You want
I get it.
you want less Roger Moore and more Daniel Craig.
There it is. I like
Oh,
that. Yeah,
that's
that's a good,
an
and a good
excellent-
call.
Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent call,
Yep.
Matt.